Check a cause new video. Thank you for everything. I'm sorry.
We just finished recording a video explaining about the current, copyright strikes on my channel. 3 strikes and you're done. But I opened my simple domain and we have found a resolution. You want the details, go there. But now we're going to talk about the results of the strikes potentially and how I think our greatest run on YouTube right now has come to an end. All because of fucking this. Behold, the analytics portal. All you gotta know is that graph looks good. And graph honestly has been looking too.
Graph looks pretty good for me too. Yo, that's insane. Bro, what the fuck? Hey, yo, chat, y'all want to know something crazy? Look at the difference here. He's made more money than me. We have very similar watch time though. 5.3 million. He has 5.1 million, right? We have similar watch time. I have way more subscribers, but we have the same watch time. That's why we have the same monies. Same watch time, same monies. And the reason here is because look how many more views I have. I post a lot of shorts. The shorts don't really make a ton of monies, but they make up for a little bit of this watch time. You know what I mean? So I was looking at this. I looked at his and mine. I was like, God damn, how's he make more money than me? I have more watch time. But there's like a good, not a whole million, I would say. That seems way insane. Hours, not a million hours. Maybe some of this difference in hours is literally shorts. Higher, that's why I have higher views. That's why I have more subscribers. That's why I have slightly higher hours, but that's why I haven't made as much money. Because like maybe 500,000 watch hours, 500,000 watch hours are from shorts. So it's got me a lot of subscribers, but has not had a good return in revenue. And it's got me a lot of views. Shorts. Kind of crazy. That's how bad shorts are money-wise. Shorts are great for the subscribers, terrible for the ad revenue. That's basically what this thing tells you. Kind of crazy, right? It's a very interesting little thing, comparing my numbers to his. But won't Canadian USD have changes? Oh, is his Canadian USD? Oh, that might be different. So my 87 actually might be much higher than his 89. Oh, Canadian USD, Canadian dollar, sorry. They wrote Canadian USD. That's why I said Canadian USD, but it is Canadian dollar. You're right. My bad.
Fucking good since January. I've been documenting and updating you guys constantly about what happened overnight. And I talked to you guys about what a shadow ban is and how things like this doesn't just happen overnight, right? You don't just explode overnight and maintain a viewership like that. This is all part of the game. And if you haven't seen my previous videos...
By the way, I just want to say, him at like 80s, that's so good, dude. That's like me. Him up here, he is like close to my territory in views in this area here. I'm a little higher. I'd say I'd average, it depends. I'm averaging probably about 80, maybe. Maybe a little higher than 80. We had some insane peaks towards the end of December. What the fuck were we watching in December that was getting me 269,000 views? That's crazy. And then through January, we had good views. And even into halfway into February. But since then, it's kind of calmed down and we've been chilling 85 right now. I think we're about 85. But again, I also have shorts. Which is very different. It's very different.
Explaining my journey of the YouTube algorithm and how I have grown with a system that works. Go check out the playlist that's in here. So what's going on? Well, with the recent 3 strikes that we had as of yesterday, right? I noticed that there was something different happen, right? And I think that Jujutsu Kaisen kind of made it through. Remember, I still had copyright strikes when I uploaded this video. But it is also kind of very interesting how JJK right over here kind of just... One second, let me just do this. JJK right over here kind of has this weird behavior and viewership where... Do you see how fast the suggested feed here just kills off? Do you see that?
That is very interesting, yeah.
Obviously, the viewership's not going to just keep going and up and up and up. That's not how it works. It's going to plateau.
It always plateaus.
But at the same time, what I'm looking for...
That is very interesting that it just...
shadow bans is the suggested feed just kind of getting killed off. JJK, in my opinion, barely made it through.
How do you see that?
It got shadow banned. As we can see, if you look at the audience tab too, 50-50 split.
Audience?
That is a great number. And I think that this is the last video.
What does my audience look like? 80-20. God damn, bro. I also have a crazy like Japanese viewership.
Through as we get shadow banned.
17% of my viewers are
when
Japanese.
Shadow banned, it doesn't look like this. What does it look like? I uploaded 2 more videos after JJK, and it was Sentence to be a Hero and JoJo's. Sentence to be a Hero is always gonna do poorly in the beginning, but after a couple of days, it kind of just managed to get up. Maybe it'll get to like 4,000, 5,000 views, and that's a very comfortable
That's about me too. We're about the same.
How many times do I talk about the notion of 10%, right? If you have 60K subs, I think a very good video for you, especially if you're making variety content, is 6,000 views. How do I tell this? Because when I see content creators such as Nicholas Light, your boy Roshi, and the other titans in the space, quite often, there are good videos around 100,000 views for a 1 million sub channel.
How often is your boy Roshi hitting that 100 though? Because he also does stuff that's not getting the 100. He's got plenty. He does plenty of things that aren't hitting that number. He does plenty of things that are doing about 5%, 3%. Shit, he'll even do things that are like 1%. It's just, it's a nicer thing to look at. You know, you see in, 5% of the mill is 50K views. 50K views is nice. You know what I mean? But like, I think that your boy Roshi doesn't always hit that 100,000 mark. And I think that they're okay with not hitting it. JJK is hitting it all the time, right? Because it's JJK. But not everything's JJK. You know what I mean? Yes, it is but I don't think that that's like what you should be looking at. I'm thinking more like 6 or 7% is nice. That's how I feel. And I'm not saying that because the fucking, okay, relax. All right, chat. So hey Siri, what's 6% of 158,000? 9K views. 9K views is what I'd be looking for. I'd be looking for like about 10K views. When I get about 10K views, that is a good video for me. 10K views, that's good. It's not my minimum, but it's good, right? I feel like your boy Roshi's minimum is probably about like 10K, right? If they can get at least 10K, I think they're satisfied with at least 10K. And maybe I'm wrong about that, which is about 1%. 1% of mine is 1.5. I'm not okay with that. I need about 3%. 3% is my minimum that I need a video to get in order for me to feel like it's worth it.
I know. Thank you, Demovia, with the Prime. And that is 10%. That's a great place to be at, right? And you can keep just constantly making that videos. So me too, when I'm looking for that, is 10%. When I'm not shadow banned though, I'm usually kind of aiming for this kind of number, right? We're aiming for like fucking 10 to 20%, right? And we're not just going for just now suddenly, right? When you're not shadow.
I will say the 10 to 20, it seems to be just JoJo's. 10 I see here, 10 on Face Strange Fake. But like, for example, we're seeing JoJo's, sure, but like Polar Opposites didn't even hit the 10. And I think that going for the 10 isn't really necessary.
Bro, man, 10 to 20% is actually achievable for my channel based on what I've done. And it's been honestly amazing. 12K views like that, that's 20%.
That's good.
But when you're shadow banned.
Yeah, for me, I don't ever really hit 20% views. I don't think. Fuck, man. 20% views is rare. I mean, we're doing it. JJK is doing nice. We're going over 10%. We're going over 10%. JJK, Freeburn, Face Strange Fake, and that's it. Nothing else is really hitting that 10%. Fire Force with the dragon fight, the Arthur Dragon fight. But mostly it's just those 3 shows. We had a couple of good Oshinokos here and there. First episodes always perform well, you know what I mean?
You go back to the 5 to 10% range, and let's talk about that. So
5 to 10% range is not bad.
What am I looking for? When I look at the reach, I look for, again, suggested videos. When you're not shadow banned, suggested feed is pretty much the second most common traffic source. What is a suggested video? Basically, when you're watching a video, on the right-hand side, these are suggested feed. When on the home page, these are what's called browse features, right? This is browse feature videos based on your watch history and whatever you enjoy. This is how the majority of YouTube traffic goes. The majority of YouTube traffic is not through the search engine. It's mostly through browse.
I mean, I want
search,
searches.
as you've seen in this.
You'll get a lot of views through search if it's a searchable thing. If it's a new thing, it can be searchable. You'll get the search views. Like, for example, a lot of my videos, when I'm posting the new thing, it's search. Like, let's look at the first episode of the new season of One Piece live action. Most of my views are from search. 43% are from search because it's the new thing. That's how you can get even more views, is through search. That's why I try to post things so quickly. Freerin, the one that just from yesterday, search 37%. It's very interesting that, see, here's the thing. He doesn't crack the new audience as much as I do. And I wonder why. Why does he not crack the new audience as much as I do? So JJK is a good example. 43% YouTube search. This is mine versus his. Also, his video is being recorded older. So it's like, it's not like exactly perfect, but this one's mine versus his. And I guess it's because I post same day. But if you look at it, like the source, he goes browse suggested channel page. So this channel page means people are going to his channel to find the video, which is very interesting. Motherfuckers don't be really going to my channel to find a video. But again, a majority of mine is YouTube search because I post same day. He doesn't.
Right? Obviously, it's not insignificant. We got 10% return out rate for YouTube search, but mostly it's through these. And again, this is a great metric when you're not shadow banned. But when you are, suggested suddenly dies off real quick. And not only that, the audience, this is what I've been showing you.
This is what I want.
Time after time. I made countless videos documenting what a shadow ban is.
Sorry, flip of this. Whoa, that's crazy. That's crazy. This does feel shadow ban. A little bit. Yeah. I don't ever have these, what the fuck? Do I have any videos that are like that? That's crazy. Where only my audience is watching it? What the fuck? Literally never. Holy shit.
Suddenly, just immediately like that. This has nothing to do with the upload time, right? Because again, JJK was literally uploaded just a couple of hours before. It's after 3 days.
Ooh, my OP tier list. That's a good, wait, hold on. Let's check that. The OP tier list is a good one to bring up because that one did get hoed last week. Even that's 50-50. Even that one is 50. It's 55 to 45. 55 not subscribed, 45 subscribed. That's crazy. This is very weird.
And a bit, then it'll start to kind of even out. But you can clearly see that boom, as of this, it's kind of dead. And what happens when you're shadow banned? Suddenly, people realize that your videos are not being shown in the home page. You're not getting recommended.
So they have to go to your channel.
You know that, like, hold on a minute. It's Thursday. It should be Chain Soldier. It should be Sense to be a Hero. It should be Jujutsu Kaisen. What's going on? They then go to my channel and then they realize, oh shit, this dude made 20 fucking videos. I didn't even realize. Because why? Because we're fucking shadow banned. That's how it works. That's why you see channel pages often being the second most important traffic source. And that's why community effort is so important, right?
Dude, I need community effort too. Holy shit.
JoJo's was the video right after Send It to Be Hero, right? So right over here, not shadow ban. Right over here, shadow ban. And I know for a fact that JoJo's is gonna perform no matter what. At least for Sentence to Be a Hero, or even a show like A Sentence of a Bookworm, right? Let's look at this one too. These are topics that don't do very well on my channel. There is a hardcore audience, but let's not get it twisted. This is not headliner shows, right? JoJo's is the headliner community series right now. So when shows like Sentence to Be a Hero and Ascendance is not performing well and is showing me symptoms again of a shadow ban of again suggested kind of dead. You look at the audience tab, hasn't updated, hasn't been enough time just yet, but I guarantee you it's gonna be like 80-20 split. It's gonna be like 80-20, 75-25 split that I show you. JoJo's, I think, should be the video that really tells you, are you shadow banned or not? Because again, it's gonna do really well, but is it? Suggested traffic. It's dead. And not only that, you look at the audience tab. Yeah, we're really dead right now. And it's still really cool that our community effort, even when we're shadow banned, that like people love JoJo so much that we can still brute force and still be performing really fucking well. But again, now we're shadow banned. And this is how I know when you are shadow banned. And we have to talk about this, right? Why am I shadow banned? What happened?
What the fuck?
Time after time.
Yo, actually, did let me see my videos from back then. What was the video I posted back then? What series was going on back then, dude? In August. There was one thing. What was the big show in August? I posted one episode of it. I remember there was a big show that was airing in August of last year. It was after Taco P, so it's not Taco P. Oh, Dandadan. Dandadan. Let me see my Dandadan stats here. That's very interesting. Audience, no, reach, right? Reach is far less YouTube search. Channel page is 19%. It's 50-50. It's real, chat. That was like one of the last videos I posted from at my band time. It was literally Dandadan. Holy shit, dude. And we were on a fucking roll, dude. Yo, look at this roll that we were on, by the way. Look at this shit, dude. Look at the views here. Look at the roll that we were on. Kaiju was a little... But like, look at the numbers here. So good. Even fucking Grand Blue. And then They Want Me Gone. Honestly, I could have kept trying, but I stopped. I decided to stop for 2 weeks. And then we came back. And like, sure, it's not like terrible. But I mean, you compare them, it's noticeable, right? 8, 13, 7.5, 15, 9, 7, 8. Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot about. When I got my 3 strikes, literally during my 3 strikes, I took 2 weeks off of posting. I was still recording and stuff. When I came back is after they did the weird monetization change. So that explains why the views dropped as well.
I have been again documenting my channel, right? And let me zoom
this is
out.
insane, by the way.
Hold on. I made multiple videos explaining how there's a pattern of behavior where at the beginning of each season, we have a tremendous growth every time, right? Over here, over here, over here, right? There was one kind of here, baby one in spring over here. And then this is the another one, right? This is fall, right? This is January, spring.
Always.
Fall.
Same shit. If I look at mine, you'll see the same exact behavior. It's always this same. I'll go in the last 365. You can literally see them. You can see the markers. Not as defined as his. Holy shit, dude. But like, his look crazy. But you can see this shit, you know? But you can see it, right? It's literally here. This is April. Yeah, this is July, end of June into July. This is October. Yucky. That's October. And January, actually January's ass too. This is January. What was this that we watched at the end of December? Holy shit. Damn. What was that? The movie? Oh, this is the movie. This is the Chainsaw Man movie, right? 100 meters is at the end of the month. Here we go. This is Kamen Rider. And One Piece a little bit. One Piece on the 14th, right? Which I think is around here. One Piece and Kamen Rider, I think, is literally this big pop is One Piece and Kamen Rider. That's Kamen Rider for sure. December 24th is literally also in this range. December 24th is also Kamen Rider. Yeah, this is literally Kamen Rider. Holy shit, Kamen Rider. Whoa. That's Kamen Rider. Damn. And this is like Takopi and all that shit, which is like huge views for me.
Winter over here, right? So when I summer, fall, winter, right? So this is again, you notice that every beginning of a season, due to obviously new trends pulling up, there is an explosive growth happening.
Yo, Magni, thank you so much for the Prime.
Happens, usually there's two things that happens, right? Leading into it, we're usually shadow banned. And it was very apparent starting kind of here. This is kind of where Blue Lock Season 2 was happening, right? Blue Lock Season 2.
Wait, he gets shadow banned leading into each season? That seems kind of crazy. I don't know if that's entirely accurate. I think that here's a nasty thing, but the end of anime seasons do fall off unless it's a crazy ass episode. I mean, I think that maybe he is experiencing like a level of shadow ban, but like all of my videos, the longer the season goes on, the more it falls off, especially towards the end, unless there's like an insane ending. Then it's right. But almost always it's like shit by the end. JJK is not going to suffer that, but like every other show like suffers it.
I basically get punished and I get stripped of all the views. And it's like a system that keeps you in check to make sure, are you legit? And even though we get stripped of all the viewership right here, right? Because of all this stuff that I gained, right? This versus this phase, it still kind of evens out. It may look bad. It may not look like you're really growing compared to, you know, this period.
The thing is, the pop-off, episode 1 pop-off is a real thing. This has nothing to do with shadow ban and not shadow ban. I mean, obviously, when we see his like fucking thing that says like 70% subscribed, 30% not subscribed, that's crazy. But like episode 1 pop-off is real. This isn't like solely due to him not being shadow banned. This is episode 1 pop-off. The start of the anime season is always the biggest. Always, 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 always. This is always gonna pop off. That's why the start of every anime season pops the fuck off. Because it's also when you can post the OP reactions. Because it's the first time everybody's watching the OPs. They all want to search this shit, right? It's when you can the first episode is the one that always gains. You could look at every fucking series I've ever reacted to. Episode 1 is by far the biggest. And then, for some reason, most people are like, I don't care about the rest of the show. I just don't care. I only wanted to see episode 1. And it's not like episode 6 is like the best episode of the series. It doesn't matter. Only episode 1's the one I want to search, which is fucking ridiculous. But episode 1 pop-off is a real thing.
Period of time, right? If you look at the tops. But because this happened, we're actually averaging out summer pretty well. And it's been happening over and over again, right? This was then what? Summer, Lord of the Mysteries, right?
Yeah,
Probably
Lord of Mysteries is a big pop.
January to half the year of 2025 was like fucking hell of me running through a tunnel without realizing like, is there a way out? No significant change in growth, just consistent, just fucking grinding. Lord of the Mysteries hit and we hit again. No longer shadow ban, 2 to 3 weeks we're popping off and then immediately dies off. What happens then? Right? Again, 2 to 3 weeks, right? What happens then? Boom. Fall 2025 hits, Wild Last Boss, One Punch Man, drama. And then it kind of quickly dies down too, as you can see, right? It was kind of a 2 to 3 weeks. And then this happened, right? Winter 2026 happens and I documented it immediately. And I'm like, yup, it hit again, baby. Just like that. New Year hits, I'm fucking on top. But this time, no shadow ban. 3 months, pretty much like 2.5 months. 2.5 months of no shadow ban. And what changed here? What changed here? The thing is, I've been updating many videos telling you, I am gonna go for glory. I'm gonna super heavily optimize such that there's not gonna be a single L video being made. So again, leading up to this point, right? This phase was me kind of thinking,
I have to stop posting the L videos. But how does he still post so much and avoid the L videos? Because I'd be posting L videos, man, in between. Like, I should have dropped Darwin. Honestly, should have dropped Vigilantes. Darwin, Vigilantes, Genosha, all those are out if I'm dropping L videos. I'm not taking chances on trailer reactions either. Drama content does well on his channel. Well, yeah, he's got the drama stuff, but he's also got, you know, the community stuff, which is crazy because I don't know how to get that. I don't know how to get what community wants. You could do it. I don't know how he does it. Patreon poll, but on YouTube. I've done this before. It doesn't really translate as well as you think. Anyways, this is just interesting. It's very interesting seeing his...
Because I'm exceeding a theoretical ceiling and doing too well, and that might still be the case. But I was also, again, uploading so much random videos because we're doing so well, and those videos didn't really do very well. They're gonna start tanking, and they're not gonna do as well. And I think that because I brute forced without really optimizing, that's why, even though rather than me basically exceeding a threshold, instead think of it like the hypothesis is you've been granted this new viewership, but you keep making videos that's not representative of this new viewership. and you're making bad signals to the algorithm, and that's why they kind of cap you. That was another theory I had. So this time I said, fuck it. We're gonna just go be consistent, super consistent. If some series are doing bad, we're not gonna upload individual episodes. We're gonna round them up, batch them up, and release them such that we're minimizing the L's, right? We're gonna focus on making diverse content.
Minimizing L's is such a good idea.
Everyone cares about random seasonal bullshit. Some seasonal animes are gonna do very well, but even Hell's Paradise is gonna do bad. That's why videos like this, tier list videos, right? General content, drama, right? When you make anime reactions, you think that you have unlimited content, but at the same time, you filter out so many people because they have to be watching that specific anime and they have to be caught up to enjoy that video. But these type of videos, the drama, the general content, the commentary, anyone can watch it without having done homework. That's why they do well. And this is my solution of supplementing L videos. If I'm, instead of just pumping down the throat of random weekly seasonals that do bad, instead save them up and replace them with general content that's gonna do well. And because of that, I believe I have retained 2.5 months of no shadow ban and me doing the best I've ever done on YouTube. And I can't explain to you how happy I am. Not just in terms of viewership, the watch time too. And even here, bro, even at the shadow ban, the watch time is fucking cracked. Before, I would be basically...
Damn, dude. My shit always falls off, bro. Literally, we haven't had a good watch time since fucking February 10th. Kind of decent on February 20th, but like literally since then, it's been ass. Also, it's I need to be able to split. Kamen Rider. It's Kamen Rider. It's Kamen Rider. God damn, dude. I should just react to all the Kamen Rider things, bro. What am I doing reacting to anything else? It's really crazy how much better Kamen Rider does.
Begging for this kind of viewership right now, right? The current floor that we're experiencing, as in we're bottoming out, right? We're basically tanking the viewership. We are tanking the viewership right now, yet this used to be a peak that I wish we could get at in the past, right? Through miraculous luck and trends and other shit, I barely made it to this current low that I'm at. So it's so just, again, humbling and so amazing to realize that my hard work actually paid off. And even though we are tanking the views, this current low point is the peaks and the highs that I begged for, that I could not sustain in the past. Now, let's think about it. So I explained to you what has been going on in the past and how there has been such specific 2 to 3 week periods of shadow bans happening. But something changed here. What happened? It's hard for me to really decisively say that I didn't get shadow banned in the first 2 to 3 weeks because of my new change in strategy. Because when you're doing science, you need a control group. Basically, I can't replicate a control group, as in, imagine a separate space where at here, I decided to just keep pumping out random seasonal weeklies without caring about optimization for viewership. If I did that, would have I sustained this? Well, that's impossible to know. Because again, I can't scientifically test that. Right?
Yeah.
But I do know that what I did this time was actually very positive.
The Kamen Rider well dried, I'm afraid. I don't think that's true. Kamen Rider well could be very... all I have to do is just watch Kamen Rider compilation videos. It's just compilation videos. I think reacting to the series actually is terrible for me. It does not do well for me. I think I'm gonna watch Build for sure, and then I need to put out more compilation videos. Just straight compilation videos. That's it. Reacting to the actual series does not help. I look at my views for Build, where the last one we posted is not doing well. You know, we posted, what, 7, 8, where's 9, 10? 9, 10. 3.5, it gets 3.5K views. This is like not good enough. For 2 episodes combined, that's poor. It is very terrible. And again, nobody wants to fucking subscribe. No one wants to subscribe. So I'm not really gaining subscribers. I'm pumping out this shit. Like, look at this. This is crazy, right? This is Kamen Rider, right? Look at how these are regular viewers. I'm not getting new viewers. 70% not subscribed. Nobody wants to subscribe. You don't want to subscribe? You don't want, and I'm not gonna get like new viewers beyond this? Fuck them. So I think it's gotta go. I think I'm done with uploading Kamen Rider build. It's just not good enough. You dropped the Fat Invincible episode today. Did it post? It didn't post, did it? Oh, Fact City did. Oh, I'm actually posting an Invincible episode as well. I'm posting episodes 4 and 5 of Invincible season 3, and then 6 and 7 of Invincible season 3 on the 17th. And then I already posted 8 a long time ago. But we're getting back to the Invincible shit when it comes back. If you ain't min-maxing, you ain't doing it right. Yeah, I think I think I have a good idea of how I need to min-max in this upcoming season. We'll see.
Causation doesn't equal correlation. All of these new growth and me not being shadow banned until this point may have nothing to do with me basically changing my strategy. We'll never know. But at the same time, to the strikes that we just got, right? The thing about this is, the thing that I noticed, right? And here, let's look at some of the other stuff too, right? This is again another panel where we're looking at the lifetime viewership. The impressions you can see has just significantly gone down right here, right? It's so obvious that it just like, boom, it just fucking shot down, right? It's quite telling how overnight it's just like, yeah, fuck you, it's just gonna die down. Click-through rate is gonna go higher and higher up. And average view duration actually goes.
Yeah, what's he on? Content? I'm not gonna do my whole lifetime because it looks weird. He's on average view duration. God damn, bro. Average view duration's so consistent, dude. Look at this fucking consistency, dude. Right around 5 minutes. That's how you know my videos are like a consistent length. We dropped down the length of it, and now it's, you know what I mean? Now that we like do it a little less. But look at these. These are huge. And you know why these are huge? Kamen Rider. These are Kamen Riders. Those peaks are Kamen Riders because they're longer videos, right? Impressions, click through. Look at that. Same shit consistently across the board. Very similar. Impressions obviously going up. Kamen Rider. It's Kamen Rider here. Fucking Kamen Rider into the early part of the season. What is this? Oh, yeah, that's that big July. Look, this is my little gap. This is my little gap where I took off. I took that time off. This is where I did not upload anything. Crazy to see this. Look at this. This is me not uploading anything. And this is me actually uploading things. Everything's pretty consistent, dude. His graphs look so much better than mine. I love his graphs. Because his graphs look like, hey, there's growth. Really, mine don't.
When you're shadow banned. Because why? Because basically, your videos are now only been showing to like this local crowd of people, right? This like hardcore crowd of people. So it's a very tricky thing when you're looking at.
This is just such an insane thing. I've never had a video do this. This is insane. 80% subscribed is crazy. Like some of the things he's saying, it doesn't feel like a shadow ban. Like when he's like, oh, towards the end of the season, I get shadow banned, and then the new season comes and I'm unshadow banned. That sounds like bullshit to me, because like I face the same thing and it's not really a shadow ban. But then he shows me this thing and I'm like, that is a shadow ban. It 100%. So I go through the same thing where like at the end of the season, my shit drops off. Nobody cares about the end of the shows. They care about the very start. And then as the show goes on, it goes on. And at the very end, like, it's probably not going to do that well. But this never happens to me. This is egregious. I've never experienced this. This is crazy.
That you can't just look at the numbers and say, oh,
this is insane.
This doesn't make sense. You have to think, right? Why is click-through rate and average view duration going up when seemingly your videos are doing bad because of the shadow ban? Because the videos are now limited to a pool of just your local,
of just the people that actually care and want to watch the whole thing.
In a fucked up way, like it kind of tells you, hey, you want the number to actually go down, right?
Kind of.
It's really weird. You actually.
It's true. It's true. You literally do not want high average viewership, because that means that it's high viewership is your very like consistent, like, I want to watch this video.
Duration going down is no. And this, the game of YouTube is competition. It's not a true zero-sum game like Twitch, where again, zero-sum game means that someone has to win. That means someone has to lose. On Twitch, right? Maybe you can watch multiple streams at once, but very rarely, right? If someone is live and someone else is live and you want to watch only one person, that other person loses. At least on YouTube, you know, you can keep watching multiple videos, but again, interest and attention is also a limited resource. But the thing on YouTube is, the really fucked up thing is, since these videos will no longer be shown to the casual audience until the 3rd day, I'm basically competing 3 days behind at a race. I'm Oguri Cap right now in Uma Musume. Everyone else
3 days behind is crazy.
Not shadow banned, immediately they do well. And because they do well, what happens? They'll be shown on the search engine, right? When you search up...
Search engine's so important.
Right? The people that show up on the search engine...
This is what I literally just showed you. I showed you how my shit is always search engine.
Is a mix of what you enjoy and how well these videos do. Notice how it's always the big dogs, right? Your boy Roshi, like they uploaded 5 hours ago.
Ew, that is so nasty that he actually has the audio turned on for previews. That's crazy.
Don't ever fucking tell me that the timing of the upload matters. It doesn't. Big titans that has a strong community that can't fail, like your boy Roshi, because of the legacy that created, they can be days late. It doesn't fucking matter. They'll do well. YouTube search engine is dominated by the big boys. And basically, it's not about if you upload fast. Now, you could do recently uploaded, but who the fuck is clicking onto this tab, right? Most of the people doing this shit, right, is just dominated by just whatever videos in the same category are doing well. And when you're performing 3 days behind, right, when you are competing with the big boys 3 days behind, no longer can you ever be put in the search engine. And that's the really unfortunate thing. And not only the search engine too, just the overall recommendations, right? These videos that you see recommended on the homepage, right? Like Greg Du said 6 hours ago, bodybuilding, you know, drama content channel. I love his channel. He does really well. Immediately gets posted because it's doing really well. But my videos, because they're already performing 3 days behind, it very rarely gets.
His YouTube looks so different from my YouTube. It looks so different. You can tell the type of person I am and what I watch based on like looking at my YouTube. My YouTube is basketball, some comedy related things, boxing, food, lots of basketball, a little bit of workout, but it's mostly basketball, comedy stuff, food, boxing, workout, all my shit. His algorithm way different from mine, bro. We got different algorithms, bro. Yeah, literally, I'm gonna look at mine right now. It's basketball, and then I never watched Chicken Shop Date, but for some reason, there's like the new Chicken Shop Date is on my fucking thing. Very weird. Basketball ad, basketball, track blazer, comedy thing, anime trailer. Oh, new trailer for Classroom of the Elite. Is this actually a new, like a real new trailer? Do we have to watch this one? Crunchyroll posted a new trailer an hour ago. Is that actually real? Basketball, a Pokemon tier list? I don't know. Slam dunk, a fan-made slam dunk thing. That actually sounds kind of fire, though. Boxing, basketball, Ryan Gosling, fucking on BBC Radio. I don't know. One Piece live action thing, Trainer Winnie, food. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like kind of crazy. Anyways, interesting. Very interesting. We have such different things. Anyways, man, very interesting stuff from Cawcaw. I'm not finishing the entire video, but very, very interesting. I don't even know if we're going to turn this into a video or not, but like you guys can see my perspective on it all. And we just have such different everything, me and Cawcaw. So different. The way that our analytics look, so very different. But also, again, my analytics are skewed by shorts because we do upload shorts on my channel. So it is very skewed. I don't know what to say. Shorts been low-key kind of popping off for me too. It has not reached my big shit. This is my shorts. This right here, this is Gushing, Freerun, and it's that season. Gushing, Freerun, I think Solo Leveling was in that season. That's what this is. This is when shorts popped off huge for me. And we kept it going for a little bit. Then we stopped and we weren't really giving a fuck for a while. Then we kind of brought it back. And look, this is this right here. This little marker here. Hold on. This little marker here to here is literally February. This big shorts pop off. I don't even know what this is. This is December. Middle December. So probably One Piece shorts, I would think. Maybe. Oh, you fuck with shorts? I mean, we do shorts. Shorts is the reason why I have a lot of subscribers, I think. Because look at Cawcaw's views look at my subscribers, look at cawcaw's subscribers, right? He's at 62, I'm at 158, okay? So my subscribers are substantially higher than his, double his, right? Look at our views. My views are not double his in terms of like normal video views. Normal video views, my views are better than his, yes, in general. Obviously, if we're talking about things outside of like the actual like video for video, if we're talking like, I'm saying like my Jujutsu Kaisen, his Jujutsu Kaisen, my senses to be a hero, his senses to be a hero, like that, right? Mine are generally higher than his. Not double for the most part, usually, right? I mean, maybe on JJK, because I'm getting searched more for some reason. I've broken into the shonen algorithm a little, but much more than he has. But you look at our sentence to be a heroes, they're like similar. Mine is like barely more than his. Maybe sometimes his beats mine. I'm not getting as much watch time as he is for his videos because his videos are longer. I have more views because I'm getting 1 million views on a short, but that doesn't really translate to much. I'm not getting more money. He actually has more money. His 62,000 subscribers versus my 158,000 subscribers, he's made $89,000 in his lifetime. I've made 87,000 in my lifetime. Anyways, man, very interesting fucking video for him. I love seeing what he has to say. Like, he pays so much attention. It's crazy. Yeah, that's why I stopped shorts, just dead subs. Unfortunately, here's the thing. They're not all dead subs. They do translate. They do become something. And it is views. They are watching all my shorts. My shorts are being watched. They're not dead subs. A fraction of the people subscribing are going to watch the longer form videos. Most of them are just there for shorts, right? And then beyond that, we lost all momentum with our shorts because of one promotion video. Feels bad, man. I know. Never again. I'll never do another promotion video again. I'm done promoting products. Yeah, never again will I do a product promotion. That's gonna take my views. So his channel's not actually being deleted. He is getting you with a clickbait, which he should do. That's what he's supposed to do. Anyone that bitches about clickbait can go suck a fat one, bro. Because everyone's clickbaiting. No one's not clickbaiting. Clickbait is important. We must clickbait everything. Clickbait it all. If you're not clickbaiting, you're failing. Also, slapping the logo and the numbers on, I think we have to slap words on instead. It might be the better way, bro. Oh my God, he's him. You know, shit like that, I think is very important. We might have to switch our format, our style. I think from now on, we need to do 2 versions of the thumbnail. One version, logo number. One version, OMFG and all that shit. Because it doesn't always work. We've done it in the past, and it didn't necessarily work. Are you only doing weekly shows? Yeah, I don't do a community show. I don't do that. I need to, but like, it's never done anything for me. I mean, maybe it works for you guys. It just never works for me. Only weekly shows work for me. I mean, we could try it again, Aiko, because when you look back at it, the Bakemonogatari didn't really do that bad. We lost all views for Kamen Rider. But Kamen Rider's not an anime. A lot of our Kamen Rider views are people that are not subscribed. They are not part of my people. These are tourists. I wanted to capitalize on their community. You say that, but we also have JoJo coming. We don't actually have JoJo coming. We have 1 episode of JoJo coming. That's it. 1 episode. Unfortunately, it's just 1 episode. Anyways, man, I don't know. We watched this video. Very interesting, Cawcaw. Thank you so much for allowing me to watch your content and abuse it for my own gain. I don't know if we're turning this into a video or not. If the editors want to cut it up and just slap it up, then go for it, editors. We can go for it. Yeah, cool. Good shit. SEO from Pinterest? Bro, Pinterest? Who the fuck uses Pinterest like that, dude? What the fuck? I don't believe in SEO from Pinterest. That sounds stupid to me. That literally sounds so dumb. Sounds like the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Genuinely. Are we looking for women to find this shit? Is that what we want? Women to find us? Because that's the only thing. Who else uses Pinterest? Because Google uses Pinterest pics? They do. They do, in fact, use Pinterest pics. That is very accurate. Gotta get the female percent up. If only they were actually interested in anime like that. But I don't know if they are. Will those fucking trailers turn into anything? Will they turn into views? We'll see. Should we react to an animated, an AI fucking video? How do we feel about that? And then we've got a new trailer for Classroom of the Elite as well. No? All right, then. No AI slop. It's for fucking Slam Dunk, dude. I don't know. All right, fine. All right, fine, chat. Fine. Fine, chat. Fine.